televisions. And I say, can we buy them in the USA? We can't. So it's pretty tough. So here's what happens with Carrier. They announce they're moving, and I'm not happy. Because what do we get out of it? They laid off 1,400 great workers that helped build that company. And they get it, and somebody had the cell phone going, and you see these people, they're crying, they're devastated, they've had a great job. We're moving to Mexico, I'm sorry, we're gonna close up, we're moving to Mexico. So here's what I do. I call up the head of Carrier, and I say very nicely, with great respect, hello, this is Donald Trump, I'm the President of the United States, and I am not happy about what you're doing, moving Carrier out of this country. And he's gonna say, Mr. President, now remember this, if Hillary, who doesn't have the strength or the energy to be president, believe me, if Hillary is president, her special interests will call her lobbyists will call her fundraisers will call her, and she knows it's a bad thing, but she won't do anything about it. If little Marco gets called, 100%, he'll do whatever his lobbyist tells him. He will skip to the beat. They'll say, Marco, you can't do this, Marco. These guys supported you. They gave you $5 million. And you know what he's going to say? You're right, I can't do that. Oh, it's okay, okay. If Lion Ted he's got lobbyists, don't forget, here's a guy that in his personal financial disclosure form, you know, he's going to be Robin Hood. He's protecting everybody from the big bad banks. Well, but he's got loans from big bad banks. He forgot to put his loans for $1 million. He forgot to put his loans in his financial statements, in his disclosure forms that he gives to the government. Just forgot. He forgot. He forgot to say that the interest rate is so low that you're practically not paying any interest. You would anybody like to have Lion Ted's interest rate? Hey, I take his interest rate. You want to know the truth. So the truth is, they are totally controlled, 100%, and you can practically go to Washington, they'll tell you, who's the lobbyist for Rubio? And they'll say, oh, you could use this one, this one, this one. They will produce. Here's the thing. With me, no lobbyists. I know the lobbyists. I've used the lobbyists. I've contributed to everybody. I put in the greatest personal financial statement in the history of the United States government, almost 100 pages, an unbelievable company, tremendous cash flow, very little debt, or I wouldn't be running. Can you imagine if that were bad? You would have heard from those guys. They were looking at that statement. They are so upset how good it is. I built a great company. They are devastated. They are so dishonest, disgusting, and they are devastated. So here's the story. Here's the story. Only because I could give it to Carl Icahn or one of the very great negotiators too, but it's too easy. I want to do it myself. I love doing this stuff. So I'll call Carrier. I'll get the president on the phone. They'll say, the president of the United States is on the phone for you, sir. Oh, yes, okay. I say, let me just tell you something, Mr. President of Carrier. Here's the story. You ready? And this applies to Ford. This applies to Nabisco that's moving out from Chicago, and it's moving into Mexico, and I'm not eating Oreos anymore. So here's the story. Here's the story. I say, because it's just too easy, I have to do it myself. I know it's not presidential. I'm not supposed to be calling up air conditioner companies, right? But I'm going to do it. So here's the story. I'm going to tell them, congratulations on your move. I hope you build a beautiful facility. I wish you a lot of luck. Good luck with your employees. The 1,400 people that were fired are all devastated, and they're right now working part-time jobs because you can't get good jobs in this country, because our good jobs are all gone, by the way. So good luck with you. I just want to tell you one thing, though, before I hang up. Every air conditioning unit that is made by Carrier that crosses our now very strong border is going to be taxed at the rate of 35% per unit. Okay. All right? Every single one. Now, with the other guys, he'll get one of the lobbyists and they'll forget it. And here's what he's going to say. Mr. President, sir, Mr. President. I say, you have 24 hours to call me. You let me know. I will get a call within 24 hours. And here's what's going to say, 100%. This isn't like 95%. This is 100%. I will get a call, and he'll say, Mr. President, Carrier Air Conditioner has decided to stay in the United States, okay? 100%. and maybe they'll build a new plant, and maybe they'll build a new factory, and maybe they'll do lots of things, and I don't care where they build it as long as it's in our country, right? But they're staying. And we're not going to let these other countries manipulate their currencies. These countries are manipulating their currencies, making it impossible for all of you to compete and for your companies to compete. That's why you're closing up companies all over Ohio. That's why your steel industry is a disaster. I'll bring it back. That's why your coal industry in Ohio is a disaster. I'm going to bring your industry back. You're going to have clean coal, whether you're in Kentucky or West Virginia or Ohio. We're going to go back and we have technology now, and we're going to have clean coal. Your coal industry is dead. Your steel industry is dead. Your governor is totally overrated. He hasn't done a thing. And without oil, you would be in worse shape than any other state in the union, believe me. So I'm going to ask you to get up tomorrow and vote. And I'll tell you the bottom line. You are going to be so happy. You're going to remember this evening, and you're going to remember tomorrow when you vote. And you're going to say it was the single greatest vote that you have ever cast. You're going to be proud of your president. I'm you. You're going to be proud of your president. You're going to be so proud of your country. And we're going to start winning again. We're going to win with our military. We're going to make it so good, so strong that nobody's going to play games with us. Nobody's going to mess with us. The vets, we're going to win with our vets. We're going to finally take proper care of our vets. We're going to win at the border. We're going to win with the Second Amendment. We're going to win with getting rid of Common Core and having great education. We're going to win with health care. We're going to terminate Obamacare. We're going to have something that's so much less expensive and so much better. We are going to win, win, win. We're going to win so much. You are going to be so proud of your country again. I love you, Ohio. You can make the difference. You can make the difference. Tell your friends, vote for Trump. I promise you, I am going to do such a great job. You will look back 2 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you're going to say, that's the single greatest vote I ever cast. We're bringing your business back. We're bringing your jobs back. Thank you, Ohio. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you.